Hey there, ladies and gents, and thank you for joining us on another episode of your new favorite gaming podcast, Dueling Joysticks. As always, I am one-fourth of your hosting crew. My name is Heath.
This is Justin.
This is Sam.
This is Sean.
You made
What's
it.
that pause?
Today we are going to branch off of our normal, we don't really have a format, but we want to talk a little bit about our reflections in gaming in the good old year 2016, what we thought was best, what we thought was not so good, and stuff we're looking forward to, and those kinds of things. So yeah.
On with the deliberation.
Definitely. All right, so I'm just going to go down the list, and we can kind of talk about them, and we can eliminate or keep, and we're going to kind of go for like a top 5 games that we most enjoyed playing in 2016. And I'm going to start with Stardew Valley. That is,
Yeah.
I put that on there. That is my top of the list. I don't know. It's kind of, that's actually might be kind of hard because I think only Sam and I played it.
Yeah, I've yet to play it. I mean, I know what it is, but
It made like 7 or 6 on my list, so I was like, yeah, it was really fun for a long time. Like, I came home and I was dedicated to it, but I like got over it because I got stuck. Or not, I didn't get stuck, but it was just like I saw the monotony and I'm like, oh god.
well, yeah,
Like,
you're just making a farm.
Well, I mean, okay, I guess
was
this is
fun,
how we could do
but
this. Like, if we get to 1 and you want to keep it on there, you can defend it, and then we can see if we want to take it off or keep it back on.
Okay.
Because
think
there are
it's
some
good.
on here that I didn't play either.
yeah, I'd say
So-
put it on like 5, but if these guys haven't played it, I don't know if we're all gonna agree on like, oh yeah, it could be on the top 5. So.
Yeah, that's true.
I would say no.
I mean, I'm
like-
sure if I actually
All right.
played it, I would agree with
Yeah,
you
it
because I
seems
loved
like-
Harvest Moon back in the day, but
Yeah, it seems like he's like top 3, maybe top 1, like number 1 game, but I'm just like,
Yeah.
eh.
No, that's kind of fair though. As far as enjoyment playing, like I did get a lot out of that, but I feel like this should be kind of an average of the group.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
How many? Let me ask you this: how many hours have you guys played that game?
I have about 130 hours.
Yeah, it's like
Really?
100.
Wow.
Something hours, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
We got
That's
far,
actually
but
pretty
we still
impressive.
have a lot to do.
dude,
Like,
we
You guys
fell.
do a lot of fucking farming.
Dude, Sam and I fell in the Stardew hole for sure, though. There was like
Getting
a
that
couple of
hustle.
weeks there where it was just like, we didn't even talk. I think we got on I think we were using Mumble
Dude.
at the time. We'd get on Mumble, we'd each see the little Steam icon that says like, oh, Sam's playing Stardew Valley, and then we just wouldn't talk for like hours. Just like,
You're like, how's your farm going? Yep, good.
pretty
Yep.
good.
Yep.
We talk
Good.
about like, oh, I found this and it sells for this, and then like we'd share like trade secrets.
I think that was about it.
Dude.
Yeah.
So if you guys, because I have 30 more hours in Dark Souls 3. If we just
130.
if we just stream like side by side Stardew Valley, you guys are like do farming, and then I'm over here like dying from this massive fucking boss.
And the emotional
Like-
roller coaster is about the same between games. But you know, I'm definitely okay to concede Stardew Valley because as far as like a top 5 that we all had fun playing, that's definitely not it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well, I mean, your hours say differently though. 'Cause
Well, yeah.
that's pretty impressive. I honestly would have expected like 50, 60 hours or something.
It's
Yeah.
like the most refreshing game of 2016, I would say.
that's
'Cause, like,
definitely it's
everything else is like a first-person shooter for me, but like Stardew Valley came out of nowhere, and I was like, wow! And it added a bunch of aspects from a bunch of different games and made something that was actually really good. So
that's true, and I think Sam would agree with me on this. Is that you know I don't think you guys really played Harvest Moon games either, right?
No.
And that's
I did.
what's okay. So this is kind of it's a successor to a lot of Harvest Moon, you know, but a lot of things that feel like that. But the last few Harvest Moons that came out, I didn't really get hooked. Like I played them for a bit, and
Yeah.
it was just kind of like, all right, you know, this is all right. But Stardew Valley came out, and like it reignited all that stuff or that feeling I had when I was a kid, and I played my first one, and I got like really into it. So that was for me why I enjoyed it so much.
yeah,
So
too kitty
the
like now.
nostalgia.
we're gonna put a maybe next to that one. We might be able to come back to it.
We all said like,
Thinking
yeah,
of-
no, I think we're good. And he's just like, I want to
Me.
No, okay, you know what? Just okay for time's sake and for accuracy. Like let's take it off. Let's take off Stardew Valley.
Okay.
I'm
Let's
okay
take it
with that
off.
because there are other things on this list that I definitely had more
He's
like.
the one in control of the list, and he's like, no, I'm gonna put a maybe. This is
Okay.
a democracy, but your opinions suck. So
Yeah, it's, I mean, you know, it's quote unquote a democracy. Okay.
It's a republic democracy.
Yeah. All right, I did the first one. Someone read this next one.
All right, the next on the
Someone-
list is Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
What-
we can all agree that this one is just
Oh yeah.
absolutely amazing.
It's in the top 5 for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't say absolutely amazing, but no, okay, let's be fair. It's got some problems.
Yeah.
But as far as like
Shotguns.
fun,
Yeah.
as far as like fun goes, that we're all having fun playing, it's definitely on there
Yeah.
for sure.
I haven't been hooked on an FPS like this in like probably since TF2. So
That's fair, and it's like we've all. It's something that we can all play together too.
Yeah,
which
I was
is
gonna
really
say
cool.
it's just more fun because we all get to play together.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
as addicting as TF2, but without hats. And I'm trying to understand why I'm as compelled to play it as I was with TF2 when there's no hats.
But it's yeah,
You can customize your soldier.
You can't make your own hats though. Like I want
Oh.
like a
pirate hat.
fucking Ushanka or something on my
Yeah.
leg. You know?
Has anyone played the single player?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
I beat it.
completed the campaign.
Oh, you guys completed it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, how is the campaign? I wanted to.
I gotta say it's pretty solid.
Really fun, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
it's
might
kind
try
of
it.
short, I'd say.
It's really short.
Yeah, it's kind of short, but I mean, like it's kind of makes up for it with the quality of content. Like it's very polished.
Mm-hmm.
Does it just goes through each map basically?
It
No, it has
campaigns.
more than just the
Yeah.
maps on it.
yeah, there's
really?
actually a lot of maps that you don't see.
Yeah.
It's like solo
Well, you know what?
conquest.
Fuck, I don't know. I don't know if that's true.
Well-
I got to go back because I didn't play any multiplayer until I beat the campaign.
The map that was just released, like the brand new one that they
Yeah.
just came out with, was in the tanking one. Like in the tanking single player.
It was?
Yeah.
See, I don't remember that.
Yeah, that was the end of the tanking single player where you had to like fight like the 6 tanks by yourself.
Huh. Yeah, okay. I need to go back and
Yeah, so
maybe
I mean
play that level again.
there a lot of it is in the multiplayer, like a lot of the maps, but there are good portions of it that are not in there.
Okay. Okay.
I'd
But
say like it's in our top 5. Right?
yeah.
Oh, for
I think
sure,
that's
for sure.
I think we're all pretty comfortable saying that
Okay.
for sure.
We can argue like which one's going to be our number 1, but it's like yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
like,
let's just try to get down to 5.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we'll be good.
and my spawn rate be never mind.
What?
What about your spawn
I
rate?
don't know why that sentence couldn't come out. Never mind.
Sean's kind of sleepy.
he just woke up. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well, to be fair, Sean works weird hours
It works cool hours. I wish I had a late job. Shit.
in a data center,
Yeah. looking at
only
YouTube
surrounded
and
by
shit all
servers
day.
for company. Okay, so next one I put on there is Firewatch. I think I'm the only one that played this.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep, I have not
Yep.
played it.
Okay, I'm just gonna go. I just want to say, one of the best stories I've ever played through. It's definitely more of like a story than a game. I feel like, and it's pretty on rails. So I'm gonna take it off because I'm the only one that played it. I thought it was good,
Majority
but I don't think it stands up to a lot of these. other
Yeah, it's
ones
probably
out
got the best story of 2016.
Yeah,
I think. I don't know. I got to look at the list. I can't see from here.
yeah. Okay, so we're gonna take Firewatch off. Bye bye. Okay, so I'm gonna read off the next one.
Titanfall 2.
So Legion.
Nope.
Oh, you just deleted it. Never mind.
Okay.
Sorry.
Titanfall 2.
Titanfall 2.
Best FPS of 2016, but I can't concentrate that hard to play that game.
I love that game. I
It's-
just bought it yesterday.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I thought you'd been playing it.
No, I just bought it yesterday and I started playing the single player. And fuck,
It is-
it's so fun.
You know
Yeah,
what?
man.
It and Battlefield 1. It's really good that those came out at the
Fucking
same time.
polar opposites.
Yeah, they're polar opposites as far as like speed. You
Yep.
Yeah.
know.
I love
On.
running around walls, just fucking shooting
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Like never stop moving once. Don't stop.
Don't
Yeah.
stop for nothing.
Also, really solid single player.
Yeah.
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 Single player is surprisingly good.
Yeah, definitely.
I like the bond that they make between the Titan and the
Yeah.
pilot.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of. There were times in that where I was like, "This is pretty." I mean, okay, it's like this is pretty
Yeah.
cliche, but it's it's still pretty. They did a good job.
Yeah.
I feel like.
They went like all what was that Pacific Rim with it? Like they had bonds or like melds with your mind or something.
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that. So
yeah.
it's like,
Has a
ooh.
Neuralink. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, who was talking about? I was listening to a podcast talking about that movie, and I just remember how shit it was.
Pacific Rim.
What, dude? I fucking love
Yeah,
that movie.
Pacific Rim's awesome. You just
I
can't look
hated
at it
it.
like it's a serious movie. You got to be like, oh,
I-
fucking.
Dude,
And
that
I
was
totally went in with that expectation. I was still
You
let
thought
down.
it was. Oh, you thought it was.
Hey,
It was like, it was basically like I like Transformers better than I did.
Oh,
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
The
but
first
and, like
one?
Transformers wasn't that good.
yeah.
No. That's no.
The first Transformers.
You know
was
what?
okay,
Everyone's entitled to their opinion, even if it's wrong.
There's no such thing as a wrong opinion.
Yes. Well, you just proved that there was.
but fucking Jack Swagger. Yeah.
But as far as Titanfall 2 goes, I mean, obviously this is going to stay on there.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's going to argue to take
We
it
haven't
off.
played
No,
like
no.
a lot of it, but what we did play, like it seemed like we could, if we could actually focus and get good at that game, it would be like probably the most fun to play. But it's like I don't want to constantly like have my hair turn gray after a month of playing that because I'm like so fucking wired trying to like
Yeah.
get the headshots.
It's like, yeah, and there's no like going prone behind a rock and then taking
No.
a sip of coffee in that
Yeah.
game. You know.
yeah. Or
Um,
hopping in a tank and just leisurely going on a drive. Like, nope, it's like constantly fucking on.
Yeah. But
They
Man.
had some cool interactions with like just in multiplayer how you can get on top of another
yeah.
Oh.
fucking mech. and
Yeah.
take their power supply.
Yeah,
Oh, here
definitely.
you go, buddy, and then like
Yeah.
repair your
And
dudes.
also the
It's the mech controls and shit too. It was like there's a lot to know and just I don't know. You feel like
Yeah,
a
you have
total
to know your
badass
build.
if you're like good at that game. You'd probably be like, I'm a fucking god. Like
that's
come
true.
at me.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it is kind of one of those ones where we didn't play it a whole lot, but I mean,
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
I
do-
say if we're gonna put like an asterisk or something, put it on that because it's like we didn't play a lot of it, but we all agree it's a
Footnotes.
really good FPS. So
yeah, okay,
there
all right,
weren't
we'll
lot
put a
of, like,
little
you know,
asterisk on there.
I'm surprised how balanced like and maybe not in certain scenarios, but like how balanced it is when you get a mech versus like you're just a soldier on the ground because there's enough
Yeah.
cover in the level design where you can like scurry under something and hide from it or have a
Yeah, I don't
route
feel
out.
like I'm just I just need to run away every time I see a
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, and then
A
there's
Titan.
there's enough that you can do as a pilot itself to take
Yeah.
down
Right.
a Titan.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
have to have one.
That's really cool. That's a good
Yeah.
point. That game, this is okay. I got to bring this up real quick because I don't know if like Titanfall 2 is a good game and we've had fun playing it, but is it do we see it as better because it's one of the very few games that comes out and it felt finished at this point? Because I mean, like, it
Yeah.
feels good. Like, it feels like the systems were well balanced and thought through. Like, the customization was good.
Yeah, well, I mean, it
But I
gives you everything you ask for in a game. It has like new gameplay aspects, right?
Right.
A new story that we haven't ever heard before,
Right.
Because the first one didn't really have a story.
No.
Didn't.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know,
Yeah. I
I mean, those are two basic things.
That's what
that-
makes it a good game. Yeah.
no, but I mean, like, guys, like, think about what that is. Like, listen to that, and then think: does that make it a good game, or does that just make it a complete game? And we don't have a lot of those these days.
Yeah.
Just makes us sad.
Either way, I mean, I guess
Well-
if sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I was gonna play like devil's advocate here. Like, what if this is how it always was, but now they're just releasing it as, oh, it's unfinished or it's a
Yeah.
pre-release.
Yeah, that's
And
kind of
you
what
get
I
to
was.
beta test it
Yeah.
for us, and everyone's all inclusive on the beta test.
Yeah,
You know?
seriously. But yeah, as far as fun goes, I think we can all agree that that was a fun game.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So we'll leave an asterisk on that, and we'll come back to it. So, all right, Sean, you get to do the next one. Start us off and talk to us about it.
Legion.
This one I'm so
Well-
glad that you're doing because you were the fucking holdout. You're just like, I'm not playing WoW.
Yeah.
Gets fucking deeper into it
To
than
give
any
it
of
a
us.
legitimate chance, it was fun, and we played it for like what, a month or two.
Yeah.
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
As
guys,
per
you
usual.
guys played it more
More
a
than you
month
for sure.
a
Yeah.
month more than me, but it was if I don't know, I would say take this one out because if it was legitimately a game of the year, we'd probably still be playing it, or at least one of us would.
That's not a
Well,
bad point.
yeah.
Because I don't think
that
any
is.
of us are playing it anymore.
I
And
mean-
the same thing happened with last expansion, but maybe it's just that like MMOs are such a fucking
It's a
time
sink,
suck.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's
And,
just
I mean-
what WoW is now, though, because you play it for the expansion. We all got to the end of the expansion, and we were done. We've played all the end content of normal WoW before. Why would we want to do it again?
We stopped playing
Yeah.
because like we can't.
we
It's
beat-
like the same thing like last expansion. We got to the end and they didn't release the raid, and
Yeah.
then we were all waiting for the raid to be released.
And we
were just
moved
like-
on.
Yeah. we did all the mythics, and we were like, yeah, let's have fun, and then we just the other games came out, and while they didn't have new content for us to do, so
yeah.
fall
Yeah.
behind, you get left behind, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
think,
but is that a reason enough to eliminate it though? And I say that because we got as much time out of that game as we do other
Yeah,
like
that's
first
true.
party releases.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
And we all had fun, and we all had to like work together. So I don't know.
All right, let's leave it on there for
I s-
now, and then we can go back, and we're gonna just have to keep whittling this down.
Yeah.
and argue them out.
Because there's some on this list that we could probably be like, oh no, I'm good.
yeah.
Yeah, I can actually I see a few here that's gonna be hard to
Keep
make
on.
it a 5.
Yeah.
You know.
Mafia third nudge.
Okay, so let's go.
To the asshole of 2016.
Ooh, Dark Souls 3. All right,
Dark Souls.
Sean's gonna not let this one go down. It's gonna be kicking and
He
screaming.
really,
Did we all played it, right?
It's
Okay.
a good game, but it's like I only like playing a Dark Souls game when I'm in the mood to like hate myself.
Yeah.
So it's like
I can
I
only
don't play
die
it.
so much. It's
Yeah.
like Jesus Christ.
it's like I already hate myself enough. I don't need a Dark Souls game to like bring me back down to like reality. So
Dude, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say like,
you guys are wrong.
there's plenty in that game to do besides just kill bosses. Like you could PvP and
I will.
And there's-
Yeah, I gotta say, when I was doing the PvP stuff with like you and Trev, that was so fucking fun. That was
Did we
so
PvP?
cool.
I
Yeah, a
don't
little
remember
bit.
that.
Like I didn't do too much of it, and
Oh.
that game definitely tells you or shows you very quickly whether or what your tolerance level is for like disappointment.
yeah,
Because it's hard, but I mean like games should be that way. I guess there should be at least a game out that is that difficult and that hard to
Yeah.
finish.
an actual challenge.
Yeah.
Sean, did you
It's-
finished
it's-
it?
yeah. I'm
Okay.
on like New Game Plus right now, and it's really not that difficult. Like
You gotta wait for
I-
a new
as-
game.
as
Fuck off,
people-
Sean.
As people say it is. No, truly. Because, like, if you just look up a good build
Yeah.
or, like, experiment enough that you're like, oh, okay, I really like this, like, this move set with this weapon paired with, like, a fucking pyromancy in my left hand so I can just fucking spell, like, throw flame
Yeah.
at you. That's my build. It's super fun. But
So you're saying like if you were willing
If
to
you-
invest enough time and dedicate like understanding the game, it gets a lot more fun.
yeah, because it has that aspect like it's not so story heavy that you need to like understand the story, and plus like all the dialogue in that game is fucking vague
Yeah.
as hell.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
it's all like old English, so it's like how do you have to like think about what they're saying to even understand. but not only that, like you can just focus on the gameplay and just the atmosphere, and it's basically like a Zelda game with multiplayer is what I look at it
Huh.
like, because like nothing provides that itch anymore besides Dark Souls now
Okay.
than what like what's the Zelda Ocarina of Time
Yeah.
did
Like
back
the-
on the N64.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's fair. That's a good argument. I mean, I honestly don't really have much to counter that, just because. I
And
mean,
who you can't. Everyone likes on Ocarina of Time.
well, that's
yeah.
fair.
Can't compare
that's my-
Dark Souls and Ocarina of Time.
No, they're nowhere near the same.
Well, I don't know.
What?
There, I do
No.
see
You get-
similarities though.
One has
I mean,
good
look at
sounds
just
and music.
just
the,
the
other's
gameplay.
like fucking just hating yourself. And like,
Yeah, one game doesn't make me want to kill myself.
Yeah.
So
There were bosses. No, dude. Like, think back really hard. Like, there were bosses that you couldn't beat, and you had
Yeah.
to look up a game guide for.
Yeah, there were for me for sure.
Like, there's like Dark Souls keeps enough hidden from you that you have to figure shit out on your own. So
maybe
Maybe-
like the last boss of Ocarina of Time, Ganon or whatever, when he had those
Yeah.
giant swords. You had to like get up in his ass, kind of like Dark Souls, where it's like if he's huge, you got to get like right underneath his feet and
Yeah.
attack. him.
Yeah,
Well, maybe that's a reason enough to leave it on here. Because I mean,
It is a good game.
it's a good game. It's a
the best
finished
Dark
game.
Souls game, I'd say.
It's it delivers what it promises. So, like I said, we
even
can.
I'd say more so than Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2, like like in the beginning, it was kind of like this self-aware thing, like you will die many times. And
Yeah.
they, like set that up for you, and it was like there's no really lore that advanced it. It was just like all referential stuff a lot of the time.
Yeah.
They even had a fake Moonlight greatsword. If,
Oh, yeah, huh?
If you guys played through,
Yeah, it's been through all 3 Dark Souls games, huh?
yeah.
Okay, and I gotta say, for Dark Souls, as far as enjoyment goes, I actually have gotten a lot of enjoyment out of that game by like watching streams from like you and Trev and watching videos about people doing crazy shit in that game. So that's that's there. You guys want to leave it on for now, and we can come back at it through the second pass.
Would it be in a top 5?
Oh yeah, okay,
In a
that's
top
fair.
5.
I like the game. It's a good game.
I
But
can see how it would be in some people's top 5, but
Yeah,
Heath had to get rid of Stardew Valley, so
it's true.
I'm actually kind of bitter about that.
Maybe,
You might
maybe
have
this
to-
should be like a top 8.
you
or
might have to
whatever.
like choose.
Well,
Yeah, like
You know what?
on my
That's-
list, Dark Souls 3 was like
We-
number 7.
we
but
did
were like,
say-
we're doing 5. So.
we did say let's make this an average
Yeah.
of what,
Yeah,
as
everybody.
far as
agrees
like enjoyment of playing.
on- yeah.
And Sean, I'm sorry to say, I think you're the only one that really got a lot of enjoyment out of that.
Fun game, but it's too. I don't know. It's not too punishing. It's punishing enough. It's a Souls game, so
I'm just gonna backspace this.
It
here.
does what it claims. It makes
Yeah.
your soul dark.
Did Bloodborne?
if you ever if you ever have downtime and you need a challenge, like you're just like, man, these fucking kiddie games and this like COD bullshit. Like I want a fucking challenge. Like go back to
Yeah.
Dark Souls 3
Yeah.
and you'll be like, oh
Seriously.
shit, there you go. But yeah, I don't
Have a
really
nerd
strive
rage in a
for that,
while?
so.
Dark Souls
Play some
ruined.
Dark Souls.
Wow.
Dark Souls ruined every other difficulty level in every other game just because.
Yeah.
it
for sure.
actually-
Did you hear the developer talking about that? Like he got feedback from the Q&A people, and they were like, "The game's too hard." And he's like, "So I made it harder."
Okay, Dark Souls is off the list. Somebody else read it. I did Dark Souls.
Dishonored 2?
Dishonored 2.
All right, cool.
Anybody else play that, or is it just me? Because I might be going
Yeah.
off the
I
list.
think it's just you.
yeah, I think
Oh,
it's
yeah,
just you.
Sean, yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you in the game?
I'm at the engineer guy's castle. I just got there.
Oh, okay, that's a really cool part.
That's the one we saw in like the
That's-
demo video,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Yeah.
like the playthrough.
The
of it.
Clockwork Tower.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's super fun so far.
I feel bad
Yeah.
like knocking this one off, but I mean, like because I haven't played it. I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it when I play it.
Majority, it could be in the top 5. 2 of us have played it.
But you haven't played it
Ah,
either?
I have not played
Oh.
it yet.
Yeah.
I mean, don't
Everyone
get me
sh-
wrong. I intend to. It's just I have
Yeah.
others on my list.
Maybe you know what, for 2017, like a few months up to when we're going to do the podcast, we should or do that episode, we should make
Play
sure we've
every
all
game.
played the same games.
Yeah.
That's all right. This is our, first one. I mean,
Bye-bye, Dishonored 2.
yeah.
I started playing it because we were going to do this list, and I knew Sean played it, so I was like, oh yeah, we could talk about it. So, but it's super fun. Like I was just going to play it for this, but I was like, I've been hooked on it for like a day and a half. So
Yeah. I don't know.
if you throw a corpse at a swarm of blood flies, they'll go over and like infect it, and then it'll blow up and like turn into even more blood flies.
What the fuck? It's all gross.
Oh, that's reason enough to leave it right there.
Yeah. And then you got like a trap, so like you could like shoot a gun, and then they're like, "What was that noise?" And they run into the doorway, and there's a fucking swarm of blood flies right there, and then they turn into blood flies because they get killed by blood flies. It's
Yeah.
awesome. It's like a domino effect.
Man,
Have my insects kill everything for me.
I don't know. I actually kind of think we should take it off. Like, hey, I hate to say that too because it's like I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna enjoy it. I just haven't yet. I know it. Just
For the listener, I just deleted it without anybody noticing.
yes. Well, we noticed, but
So, yeah, we'll just move on. Hyperlight Drifter is the next one.
We might not have enough. Oh wait,
no, I think we will. I want to say,
Super hot. Super
Hyperlight
nobody's-
Drifter.
Yeah,
This is
nobody's
got
played
it. I didn't play it.
I didn't play it either.
Trevor
Oh,
fucking loved it.
someone
You
else
loved
put
it.
it on there.
I did because I was
Oh.
like, I thought somebody else played it, but nope.
I think we can.
It's pretty good, dude. Like,
It's like Dark Souls but 2D.
well, that
Kind of like Salt
comparison's been made.
Sanctuary. Like I told you, you're like, oh, I don't want to play 2D Dark Souls.
Yeah, but it doesn't make it like a goal to be super difficult. Like you can unlock weapons and stuff, but
Yeah.
like it is kind of a simple game, but like the way it's presented is like a like the cinematics, like you wouldn't think, but the cinematics are super fucking interesting in that game.
Okay.
Like it's almost like anime style, but like kind of like a neo-noir element to the cinematics.
Sure.
But also just playing the game makes it like it's like a throwback to like Zelda games back in the day. Like I feel like I'm exploring fucking Hyrule and shit like that. So
all right.
But
I mean,
none of you guys have played it.
I just looked back and it disappeared from the list. But I mean, just to be fair, it's like we can all post up our top fives, but just as like an average, like as our group
collective
agreement. Yeah.
I put it on there just because I was like, I know it's a good game. So from
That's
what
fair.
you and Trevor have said, I haven't tried it, but
super good.
Okay. Overwatch.
yeah, Overwatch.
I think this one's not to be
solid.
presumptive, but I think this one's gonna stay just because
Yeah.
we all had a fucking blast playing that. We got to go back and play that more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They had
you
a
really
really
do.
character too.
Yeah, I know. I haven't played it with the new
Got
one.
like an Uzi or a Mac 10 or something.
Well, and like I've heard talks of them like making a campaign, like a cooperative campaign on it.
That
So
would
you
be
can
really
play
cool.
with
Like a
what is it,
tower
6
defense?
people?
That would be
No,
awesome.
no, tower
what?
defense. What?
That would actually be kind of cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like like a mixture of HOTS and Overwatch or something.
Yeah. But yeah, Overwatch. I mean, we've
played many.
there
hours
have been
together.
many ups and downs on that game. There have been
Yeah.
a lot of cheers and a lot of swears.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we've probably had more fun playing that game than
Yeah.
any other game in 2016.
Yeah.
I'd say. All right. Well, that was easy.
Yep. that one's staying on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hitman.
Ooh, I didn't
Hitman.
actually play it.
Yeah, nobody else
I haven't
played it besides
either.
me.
No.
I saw a video like
Yeah.
that a toilet gave him away, but that was it.
Super good game, but it's changed from what Hitman used to be, and that's what I don't like about it.
What do you
But
mean? Because
It's
like
all-
the Giant Bomb guys are like love that shit. Like
Yeah.
they've been saying it's a great game. So
It's more of a stealth game now. It's kind of like Splinter Cell meets like old school Hitman, because you can still
Oh.
janky and like fuck around and like throw
Yeah.
hammers at people's head and kill them all day, but it's like, and you can like hide in a pile of bodies and they'll be like, "What's that noise?" and like walk over to the pile of bodies and be like, "This is weird," and then you just like bonk them on the head with a hammer. But it's like, I don't know. It's got that jank to it, but if you get caught, you can get messed up really easily.
Okay.
so.
dude, I'm telling you guys though, we need to get a PS4 in here with Hitman, and we got to do that shit that I saw them doing on Giant Bomb. That looks so fucking fun.
What was it?
It's they did a game where it was like Clue, but with Hitman.
What?
Oh
So
yeah,
it'd
you
be
can create your own missions.
Oh.
yeah.
So it'd be like they'd have like three like bowls with little paper pieces in it, and it was what you had to be dressed as, what you had to use as the murder weapon, and who the target was. And like you pull one out of each, and you'd have to complete it like that.
That's
That's
That would be
really
super
cool.
fun.
Yeah.
That would be really fun.
yeah, because
But
like
you that
It's a good drinking game.
Oh yeah, dude.
that
Get a bunch of
presumes
beers.
you know where the people are in the game or what specific
I think
characters.
the way they did it was that they would
make it the primary target. You can create your own, like you can take a level that's already in the game, but, like make your own thing, and then you could be like, all right, and
Oh, you
then
could-
you
there's-
just
Oh.
choose like who's the primary target. You can be like the fucking valet, because the valet like parks the car and then goes on a smoke break, but he goes on a smoke break like right outside the security office, and it's like, oh, he's so hard. He's a hard target because he's around like all these fucking security guards. So
yeah.
but, like yeah,
Oh,
you
you
can,
have
like,
to do
make
it, like,
your own thing. So
stealthily.
you can do
I
it.
mean, you just have to
anything
you have to
want.
complete. You have to complete the mission.
You're a hitman.
Yeah.
You could like set up a bomb and like have him walk over and be like, "I did it."
Yeah. But we
You
should
have to
probably
survive.
take it off. Just because
Yeah,
not enough of
yet to
us
play
have played it.
Yeah.
Super hot.
I hadn't played Super Hot.
Never
Played
even
a
heard of
little
it.
bit of it. It's pretty fun. I feel like Neo.
It's
It's
like I need to play. It's on my list, but you know, I
The-
don't know.
Jeff was talking about the VR Super Hot. It's supposed to be even better
yeah.
than the normal one.
I was watching that.
It's supposed to look really fun. I want to. Yeah.
You
But
can like deflect bullets with your gun.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to take it off though.
Yeah,
I still
think.
don't know what it is.
Are you guys okay? I mean, like I don't mean to
Yeah.
just roll through them and like rip these out of here, but
We only
it's
have
like-
3 games on the list.
well, I know. Okay, so next one. Sean
Pokemon Sun
or
and Moon.
Justin. One of you
Pokemon
guys.
Sun and Moon. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good game. I'm stuck on the
I
second
think
one.
3 of us have played that.
Yeah.
Sean's like,
Yeah.
I can't fucking believe this is on this list.
This
Best
is a fun
Pokemon
game.
game in a long time. I'd
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, it really is. Except for the phone a friend system, I really
Oh God.
that a
Yeah.
thing?
no like
or
it was
when
like
you get a random and they call it a friend to help.
yeah like
And
fuck
the shit's
Pikachu
never
call for
ending.
help.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you
like a
guys have a
never-ending
problem with that.
fight.
I got a bird that just does AoE like wind attacks, and I gave him a thing that boosts his wind attacks. So it's like he just fucking two shots everybody that
All
they
right,
call.
I don't have that, and it's really annoying.
awesome.
But
Like,
the
call
game
the
as a
cops, I don't give
whole,
fuck. I'm
Don't talk your
chick with no-
strategies to me.
I'm a chick with
Sam.
no pants, motherfucker.
the game as a whole though, good.
Yeah,
really
it's-
good, yeah.
It's vastly improved on I think what we've played in the last few years as far as a Pokemon game goes.
The system of using Pokemon as vehicles is
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
yeah,
Rockruff, a new Pokemon?
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I like that dog.
Yeah.
I haven't found one yet,
as
though.
Zapdos.
I haven't seen.
I don't think they
Zapdos.
have all the Pokemon. Well, they might. With,
I
like,
am
the
pretty
rare
happy
thing,
that
but
there's
yeah.
like OG Pokemon in this
Yeah.
one. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that.
I want Totodile. God damn it.
Oh, yeah, we talked about this last episode. I forgot. And you and I bitched about getting Litwicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Totodile.
Litwicks.
Yeah.
That sounds like you're getting high
He's-
on drugs or
He's a
something.
ghost candle.
Ghost candle.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we still have a few more to go through, but I'm okay with leaving this one on here for now,
For now.
just because we've had some.
It's
Some
good,
good
and
times
it's
with
good
it.
variety because most of the stuff that came out last year that's good is like an FPS. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and leave Sun and Moon on there for now.
Inside's too short to be on the list. Put it. Take it off.
No,
In-
it's not. Inside
2 hour
is great.
game. 2 hour game. Not worth it. It was like $30 or $60, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't that much.
No,
But how did
it
you
was
feel when you beat it?
20?
Very
It
confused.
was a pretty good ending, but I was. Just
I felt
like,
very
eh.
confused when I beat it. I was like, "What
I
the
didn't
fuck?"
beat it, but I think I know what happened.
Yeah, okay.
About
You
the,
didn't beat it? I thought
no,
we watched the
I
stream.
haven't.
Huh.
I haven't beaten it.
When you beat it, was it a game that made you feel like, that was good. That was worth the buy. That was fun to play. That was great.
But other games I felt like that.
Yeah.
And we're not saying it's like the top 5 of 2016.
That was
Yeah,
a one
I
playthrough
guess.
for me. It wasn't like, oh my god, like it was a
Yeah,
short
it's
game.
not like you
and
go
then I
back
played
to
through
it.
it once,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh
Yeah.
man.
Like I felt that way about Firewatch, you know, but it's just like it's a story that I played through. It was good. It was
Yeah, it's a good story, but it's too short. Like that's what I was. If it was like an hour longer or something like that, I'd probably be like, yeah. But it's like
I mean-
a 2 hour game.
Quit being so good.
I don't think I beat it
A
in 2
good
hours.
story.
It's maybe like 5. But I agree with Sam. Is that
Yeah.
it's like it was a
It was trippy as fuck though at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
very good game. But as far as like
Top.
maybe not.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Justin. I know.
Delete it. I don't want to be the one to do it.
I'm doing it. Okay. We're getting down there.
Dude.
Doom.
Haven't played it.
Fucking missing out, dude.
Yeah.
That game is the shit. That is such a good game. I mean, like
It's probably the only game in this list that uses what do you call it? Vulkan.
the engine.
Yeah, the Vulkan graphics API.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sean's gonna talk about this.
Yeah.
That was it.
But that actually makes it a really good game, a current gen game that you can run on Linux
Okay.
Oh.
through Wine.
Okay.
I see. I get it now.
Like and
Just
still
telling me this
maintain
last
like
week.
FPS above 100. It's amazing.
All right. Fair enough.
Like you have no idea, but like
We don't care.
it's pretty
I do.
cool anyway.
I think
from
that's
a-
pretty neat. I think that's cool.
Yeah, it makes it definitely a viable technology.
Yeah.
Cross-platform. Like this isn't just Linux. It's
Yeah.
Mac OS.
Linux
whatever.
should be able to play games. Like so, if this is like a start to something that can like help Linux users play good games, like
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
That's actually not to go too far off or veer too far off, but that's like basically my main reason for still using Windows
Mhm.
is how like because I run like Mint on my laptop, and the only reason I still have Windows on my desktop is for A, production needs, and B, for games.
Yeah.
That's anything else I can do on Linux. So, but then as far as Doom goes as a game, like
Top
it,
5 last year.
I mean, it was pretty fucking good.
I never played. I got like to the first level, but I was playing on my old PC. So
Yeah.
it was like the graphics on it was too bad, so it was like 20 FPS, and I'm like, I can't fucking play this game. And everybody else was like, it looks amazing. It runs so smooth. It's so fun. It's oh my god. It's so like you're just running through, just killing shit. And I'm just like
Yeah.
stuttering through like slideshowing, like I can't do this.
I mean,
It is known for making like pretty smooth games.
Yeah.
yeah. It
but you have to have the hardware to
Yeah.
run it.
Well, what do you guys think is the top 5 though? Because I would say it belongs up there just because like what they did by revitalizing that series, they didn't fuck it up like Duke Nukem.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really refreshing. I was like, when I saw Doom, I was like, that's gonna be a fucking flop. And then I started playing. I was like, this is actually pretty good
Yeah.
for a Doom game. Like, I didn't.
It's
expect it to be
very
good.
fluid. It's
Yeah.
quick paced.
Is it the original Doom
No,
remade? No, it's
No.
just its own thing.
but one of the coolest things about it that I loved was that you'd find hidden original Doom levels that you played
Yeah.
through with the current character.
Oh
character.
yeah, huh?
Yeah, it was so fucking fun. It was so cool. It was all like shitty and pixelated and like 2D.
Ooh, when you're like
I-
punching shit.
Yeah, that was cool. I
I'd say
think
keep it.
I think it should stay.
I don't
mean,
have a good enough opinion on it. I never played it. I don't know much about it.
I would
I mean,
say
I know what Doom is, but I mean,
I would say yes because like it just has just from judging from the Giant Bomb Quick Click alone, like
Yeah.
they and how they praise it, like and I have played a significant portion, like maybe 10-15%. I'd say yes.
well,
Okay.
Let's leave it for now, and then once we get through,
This is going to be weird. This is going to be a hard
let's
list
compare
to.
it to the other
Yeah.
FPSs
Okay.
that we
Okay.
have.
Okay.
Okay.
So the only thing we have left on the main list here is The Witcher,
Witcher
3
3.
Blood and Wine.
Yeah.
Now, okay.
Nobody else played it.
Technically,
I just wanted to like argue it and be like, it's a good game. You guys should play it.
The problem is that it's not. It's an expansion.
Yeah,
And if The Witcher 3 had come out in 2016, I would fight tooth and nail for
that'd
it to
be
be on
top.
this list.
Yeah.
It's like a
That'd be top one for me.
3-hour expansion.
Dude, I know you're preaching to the choir, but I'm saying like
3-hour expansion.
30 hour.
Yeah.
You said 3.
30.
Oh, you
yeah,
said
it is
30?
really long. It
There's
can
a
be
lot
really
of content
long.
if you
Yeah.
do everything.
Um,
Well worth it. Well worth the buy.
that's fair. No, I think so too. I totally agree with you. I just
it's just not a standalone game.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't
That's
think
why
it's
I was.
gonna.
Yeah. I didn't know like how far the list was gonna go, and I was
Yeah.
just gonna try and argue it.
Yeah. Fuck, I love that game though. That's like I actually I don't want to take it off of there, but
You gotta play it.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
Justin, do it for me. I can't.
It's the
Okay.
most beautiful
The
Witcher 3 scenery I've ever seen in Witcher 3 so far.
I've been I played Witcher. Or I played some of the Witcher 3 this week actually, or this weekend I should say.
Still
And-
going back to Skellige.
Yeah, dude, I am.
How many hours do you have clocked in?
Oh, jeez, I don't have it on Steam, so I don't know. Like
Don't
right
talk
off the
about
top.
that, Sean.
Yeah, but
mean,
a
that's
lot. Like I've gone back and I was doing I went back to like Skellige and I started doing all the question marks.
Yep.
And I swear I did like 18 of them and I looked and it didn't look like I did anything.
Can't do that. You just gotta go to the storyline. That's what I was.
Well, no,
trying
I
to do
beat
the
it.
whole
Like I
time.
beat the original storyline. So
Oh,
I was playing through Heart of Stone, but
Yeah,
it's
you can't.
What's Heart of
Skellige's
That's
got
their
too much
first
shit.
expansion.
First expansion.
Oh, how
It's
many
like half of it's
expansions are there?
underwater
There's two.
and stuff. It's like, oh.
Heart of Stone and then Blood and Wine.
Hey,
So they're
does-
both free?
No.
No. Does Blood
Oh.
and Wine like make a new map?
Yep.
Like a new area
Yeah.
to go
You
to?
go to like Spain/Italy.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like that type of scene. It's all nice and like
That's
filled with flowers.
Yeah,
and,
it's really
like,
fucking cool.
It's like a total contrast change because you go from like dark, gloomy, shitty
Yeah.
UK weather to like fucking like like
Rolling
bright
hills
flowers,
and- yeah.
wine, vineyards, all this stuff, and you're like, wow, this is fucking nice. Like this looks awesome. But then there's also like giant plant monsters that come up out of nowhere, Mario
Yeah.
style, and like spit acid at you.
I mean, definitely, like lists aside, fucking phenomenal game, phenomenal expansions.
I thought they released some free content for that.
They probably did.
They did the first time. It was
Free deal. It was just like DLC,
it
not
was like,
like
skins
expansion.
and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was like DLC stuff,
Yeah.
free
Okay.
DLC stuff, which was actually also pretty cool. Okay.
Well, let's take a look at our list here because we got 6.
All right,
not
Justin,
5.
read them off and let's see what we're doing.
All right, we got Battlefield 1, an asterisk Titanfall 2, Legion, Overwatch, Pokemon Sun and Moon, and Doom.
So it's Titanfall 2 or Legion.
I mean, fuck, because we did just eliminate an expansion for being an expansion,
Yeah, that's God damn, that's a good point.
and
Well, it is
Legion.
its own game though. Like
Legion.
I am more comfortable treating Legion as
As
its
a
own
game,
game.
opposed to-
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's an
'Cause
MMO,
It
so it's
is
like-
an MMO. Yeah.
I mean, I think honestly,
it's like a whole new storyline. It's like they would be like WoW 6 at this point, or whatever. the
yeah.
If we compare it
fuck, 8
to
or whatever it is.
other FPSs on here, I think, I mean, you guys are raving about Doom, so I would think we should eliminate Titanfall.
I'm not raving about it. I thought it was good, but I think Titanfall's a better FPS.
Yeah, I think actually
think so?
between Titanfall and Doom, I would pick Titanfall.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
We've all played
Yeah.
Titanfall too, so it's like,
Yeah?
not all of us have played Doom.
Yeah. Fuck. I don't know. I think what would you guys think if we just took Doom off?
then we'd have a good top 5.
I wouldn't be opposed to it. We've already got a bunch of FPSs.
As
I
far-
wasn't really like,
Would you
Interested
pick,
in doing
you
that.
two,
Yeah.
Sam and Heath, would
Thanks,
you pick,
thanks for leaving me out.
you didn't play Doom.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All 3 of you, would you pick Doom over any of those other games on there?
No.
no.
Because, well, one, it doesn't
If I
really
had
progress
60
the
bucks.
genre. It's just a revival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good one given.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, also that's a good question, Justin. I don't think I would either.
Yeah. If
to
I
be
had
honest.
$60 and I had to choose between like all of those, or like Doom or any of the other ones, I'd be like, yeah, fuck that. Better
Yeah.
options.
Okay, so
Well, then,
let's.
I think we have a top 5, gentlemen.
Okay.
Cool. Now we get to argue rankings. Isn't this gonna
Oh,
be fun?
God.
I don't know.
It's going to be
I don't know if we could do
fun.
rankings. I don't know if there's enough time in this podcast. We got some
Rankings.
other stuff to talk about too.
Like, which is
Number 1 is Battlefield. Number 1 is
It's
Battlefield.
Top 5.
Honestly, if we did a ranking, from my opinion, I would probably do Overwatch, Battlefield, Legion, Titanfall, Pokemon.
Battlefield.
I would put Battlefield as number 1 on this list as
Battlefield's
well.
number 1. Pokemon's like 2 or 3.
I would
Oh,
do
wait.
Battlefield, Overwatch, Legion, Pokemon, Titanfall.
Yeah.
You put Pokemon before Titanfall?
I'd say
Yeah.
Pokemon's number 2
Huh.
for sure.
All
I
right.
liked it.
But I mean, I've played a lot more of Pokemon than I have of Titanfall because
Okay.
I just bought Titanfall yesterday.
Okay, that's fair.
Sean's child's out of the game, so he doesn't even care now.
I was like, this list.
I played
Why am I
Pokemon.
even
Podcast
here?
fucking sucks.
Dark Souls, and Dark Souls.
No, that's not what he said. But
Is Pokemon, is that multiplayer? Can you play
You
multiplayer?
can't. Yeah, you can. Wait,
well, I mean, you can
Yeah.
fight,
can
and
battle.
there are definitely stronger like social aspects to it than there were in previous games. I feel like, but I mean, I don't play it for that
Yeah.
personally.
Because I just
gotta be the
noticed, like,
best. There's no. You can't be the best with 2 people. It's like there's 2 best at that point. It's like you never know
Yeah.
I
what's
want to
that.
be the very
Yes, good. That's gonna be our new ending theme.
Yeah.
Okay, can we agree that
It goes Legion, Overwatch, Titanfall 2, Pokemon's, Battlefield 1. That's mine. What's yours,
I
Sean?
thought you were saying you'd put Battlefield 1 as number 1.
I did. Battlefield 1 was number 1.
he went?
Oh,
did
you
you go
went
from worst to
backwards.
best?
Yeah.
Oh, confused us.
No.
All right, you know what? Let's just say this is the list. We're not going to put them in rankings. It's Battlefield 1, Titanfall 2, Legion, Overwatch, and Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Good.
Battlefield
definite
1.
buys of 2016.
Yeah,
Battlefield
definitely. Like those 5 games, I think we can all agree that we had a great time playing, except for Sean because he didn't play Pokemon.
Yeah.
But and we continue to. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Is like the Legion has left me looking forward to the next WoW expansion.
Yeah.
Battlefield 1, I'm having a blast playing with you guys. Titanfall 2,
We need to play more of.
We need to play more of, but I mean, like it's been a great experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overwatch, I'm looking forward to going back to Overwatch and playing more of that.
Yeah.
And Pokemon Sun and Moon, I've had a phenomenal time
Yeah.
playing, and I like talking to people about their experiences playing
Yeah.
that game. And,
Yeah, I took a break from it. And I can go back anytime and probably still have fun. So
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
we'll step in where I left off.
good. Okay. Now I'm looking forward to this section.
The
Very
biggest
much.
disappointments.
Biggest disappointments of 2000.
Let me start off with our number 1 biggest disappointment, just because I'm the only one who actually bought it
All right.
and played it. No Man's Sky. All right.
Yeah. All right. Now,
Sucker.
Yeah.
should we try to have like a number 1, like the most disappointing?
I just said it. No Man's Sky.
Okay,
That is
hold on.
the
Wait.
one most
Let's talk about it then, because now No Man's Sky, I think that No Man's Sky, and it's been said before. This is like the Giant Bomb review cast where we
Yeah.
just talk about stuff that they talked about in Giant Bomb. But
Yeah.
but it was said that No Man's Sky vastly suffered from a over
advertised.
marketing campaign. If it was released on Steam as early access for $20, it would have been a totally different situation.
Yeah.
Completely different.
It would have been just like every other free-to-play prototype.
Yeah.
Or not
Yeah, it's
free to
true.
play, but you know.
But with a greater marketing team.
Now, don't get me wrong. I think that No Man's Sky was a problem in its release because it did not deliver what it promised, even in the ballpark of what it promised.
Anything. That it
But there
promised.
are certain things about that game that are still positive. Like the exploration, like foundation is what they said it would be.
the concept of the
concept of it,
procedurally
yeah.
generated worlds, universes.
And like if they do make good on a lot of things they've said that they're going to do and implement in the game, that's going to be great. I think 6 months from now, if there's a lot of new stuff out, we can go back to it. But
what they've essentially done, like with their big update that they just released, is they've essentially turned it into a space Minecraft.
Really?
That's what they just did.
I haven't played it, so
Did they add multiplayer?
No.
What a disappointment.
Well, I mean, it's technically multiplayer. You just never run into anybody.
yeah.
that was, they hinted at it like, oh,
Yeah.
it's not even like Dark Souls.
And
like
then
you don't.
and then
Yeah.
you guys
See
found
fucking
each other.
spirits.
Yeah, I know.
So you guys found each other in the game and weren't able to see each other.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. That's yeah.
Disappointed.
It's still a
As far as
I-
like overall disappointment goes.
I agree with your retrospective though, because that game wasn't given a fair chance and
Yeah.
probably overpriced for what it was.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
$60.
Overhyped
go-
by the community.
they're partly to blame. But
Overhyped.
Well, it was. I mean, the community. It's the same people that were just like, this game's going to be so amazing. It came out and they're just like, this game's a big pile of shit.
Yeah.
It's like, well, maybe you should have waited until it came out.
Let's go back to podcast number 3 where I
Yeah.
sold it.
It's so good. It's such a great game. That was like you had played 3 hours of it and like hadn't even left the first planet.
Yeah.
Well, you watch a trailer and then like your imagination's like, wow, I
Yeah.
can do
I can
anything.
do
It's like I don't
anything.
believe shit until I see it and I can actually like watch a gameplay, like some dude being like, holy shit, this is so cool. And, like,
Yeah.
he moves the controller and the dude does what he says, not like he's just like, you're watching the shit happen, like,
That's fair.
I've learned my lesson.
Okay. Let's leave that because that really might just the rest of this list might just pale in comparison.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mafia 3, who I didn't play it.
Good
didn't play it.
storyline, terrible gameplay structure. Like
Really?
Well, I mean, it had so many glitches, didn't it?
it had a lot of glitches, but like that was a bad side, but also like just the gameplay structure, like it suffered from Outsiders 2 syndrome, where it was like they took the Zelda theme of like, oh, collect 3 and then you get to open this thing and go to the boss, and like they did that way too fucking much. And so like this one's the same way, where it's like, go do 11 menial tasks to summon one guy that you need to kill in order to and then you also have to kill 3 of them in order to take over a zone. I'm like, man, there's like fucking 5 zones, like Jesus Christ, like you just got to do the same monotonous shit over and over again.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds a little too repetitive.
Yeah, so it's like it's just a good implementation. I like the storyline. Like everything else was cool. It was buggy as hell, but like like they just needed to change the gameplay.
I mean,
Like, they
people
didn't
did
really
have
plan
a good time playing that game, though. It seems like there was
Yeah.
a fairly positive review.
Yeah, there are people who enjoy it,
Or
but it was just it's
reception.
too repetitive. Like I saw through this shit like second zone. I'm like, man, fuck this. I don't
Yeah.
want to do this. Like I spent too much time just unlocking the second zone. I'm like,
That's
no,
fair.
very disappointing.
Okay. Well, let's leave it on there. Now, Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I did not enjoy Pokemon Go at all.
Nope.
But
you still,
biggest disappointment?
I wasn't
big
expecting it to be
disappointment.
good, so I wasn't really disappointed.
Well, I mean, it kind of is what they said it was going to be, right?
I don't know. I was expecting more out of it, than what it actually is.
I mean, it looks like just to me, it feels like an analytics like system with Pokemon slapped over, so people will use it.
Yep.
It's like, like we've seen like Pokestops at Starbucks now. It's just like that was
How far will people go for a rare Pokemon?
it's like how it just seemed like all it seemed to me was like a marketing engine with like Pokemon
As far as
on
it
it.
takes, as
Yeah.
long as it comes to Totodile.
So yeah, I mean
The middle of a freeway.
that I don't know. I wasn't that
that's not
disappointed
funny.
because it was like what I expected.
Yeah.
Off a cliff.
Yeah, I mean,
that's actually the name of a Pokemon.
off a cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I caught off a cliff.
Okay. So I'm going to take it off because it's not really like the biggest disappointment, but I just want to I want to try to do like a top 5 disappointments too.
Doesn't every Pokemon game have a battle system?
Yeah.
It's not really a game either.
Yeah, it's the thing. It's not really a game.
game.
It's just like it's kind of
So
something
what
dumb to just like kill time.
Yeah.
And for like an app that you can install on your phone that can take all your information.
We need to know your location, your bank account information, everything.
If you go to the
Transaction.
App Store and look at the author, it just says NSA.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it off though. And
Kill it.
The Division.
The Division. Tom Clancy's The Division.
I was looking forward to it when it came out, and then I played like the beta, and I was like, "Ooh!" Got hyped for it, and then we got into it, and I got to like level 10. I'm like, "Man,
Yeah.
fuck this game."
Yeah, let's say this. When we started out, we had a lot of fun playing that
Yeah.
game. It was really good. It was fun. But then you hit a certain point where you're like, why
Yeah.
are you so fucking repetitive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you not giving me anything
Well, and
else?
the Dark Zone got really weird. You know, it was just kind of like.
Full of
I
hackers.
still like the Dark Zone. I like for what it was.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Like in concept, it was wonderful. Like, and it was super fun.
Well, every time we went in, it was unpredictable.
Yeah, I think there was there when we were playing, and we got to be fair about this because this was a while ago. This was like a month into release.
yeah.
When we were playing through the Dark Zone, there was a lot of problems with hacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it became more prevalent as it went on.
Yes, and that's why I'm saying like this is. As we record this is a long time after that game came out, and probably a long time after a lot of fixes have gone in to try to balance that system. I don't know. We haven't played it.
I read an article saying like they fixed a lot of the issues. They didn't really mention specifically, but I'd be willing to try it again.
Okay. Yeah, I would too. I mean, as far as biggest disappointment goes, I don't know. I don't feel like I was that disappointed with the game. Like it was, you know.
I had individual disappointments.
Yeah.
But not like as a entirety.
I just felt like it was going to be
Yeah.
it was going to be bigger. It was going to be
Yeah.
more than what it actually was.
Yep. That's my thoughts too.
But I mean, that goes to the same thing as No Man's Sky. That's what they hyped it to be.
Well, okay. Well, maybe it does belong on the list then.
it is a
Do you guys-
disappointment.
Do you guys remember that E3 reveal and the guy like put up a drone to like
Yeah.
scout?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't end up having that in the game.
Yeah, they did.
Did they?
Wait, the drone to do what?
The drone to like go out and scout.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, they
I
showed
don't
that in the
remember.
video. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
but-
overhyped Ubisoft shit, and it's like
Well, we don't know though. We don't know if that's in the game now. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So I
It
should
co-
say,
Because I mean,
it wasn't
when
on
they
release.
yeah, okay.
When they
that's true.
released the game, they had it with a release structure of 5 different expansions that they were going to release within the year. So I mean, we didn't play any of the expansions. So I mean, it could have been released.
They had
but
expansions?
They had when they first released the game. There was a set of 5 that they were going to release in segments. I think only 2 have been released up to this point.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I mean, I don't know. I
Yeah.
haven't been back. I haven't played one of the expansions. It's just from the initial game. I got disappointed from it because I thought it was going to be much more.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Let's leave it on. The Division.
No. We got to revisit that though.
No.
Okay, Sean, you and I can revisit it.
They
Let's-
said
I'm
they
gonna-
were gonna do. They showed they were gonna do a bunch of shit with it that didn't end up happening. That's a disappointment. You're
I'm
like
gonna leave it on
overhyping
because
and then
I
the
do
released
agree
product
that it
is
was-
worse than what you showed.
It was we left that game in disappointment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Sean, you and I will go back.
I guess that's true, but I would still revisit it.
You and I are going to go
Yeah.
back, and we will revisit that world, and I will play with you.
I
And
would
we'll
try it again too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
You guys will be disappointed again.
I
Cool.
know.
Moving on.
Probably
all right.
so.
So, man, we've been. This actually has gone quicker than I thought. Watch Dogs 2.
I think I'm the only one who's played this game
Yeah.
up to this point.
I saw it and I was just like, I'm not getting burned again. Fuck Watch Dogs.
I liked Watch Dogs 1. You know, a lot of people didn't. I did. I liked the story. I liked how dark it was, and like
Yeah.
I like the hacking aspect. Like even though it's not
Sure.
real hacking or anything,
Well, yeah,
it
sure,
was
sure.
fun. It was cool. But goddamn, Watch Dogs 2 to me is like Watch Dogs 2 to Watch Dogs 1 is Saint Row to Grand Theft Auto. It's just fucking ridiculous and stupid.
Just goofy.
But it's not like it's not Saints Row goofy to where like I want to play more because this is fucking funny.
Yeah.
It's just there. It's a game. It's open world. You can ride a boat.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's,
You
Have
can
you
ride
played
a
with the
boat.
drone at all? The drone.
no,
You haven't flown it into a
not.
strip club and blown it up?
No,
Yeah.
I haven't done that yet.
Well, you need to.
I don't know. It's just not that good.
Okay, all right. So Justin was disappointed with that. We
I
don't
was
have a very long disappointments list, so let's just leave it on there.
What about Final Fantasy?
I
Ooh.
didn't put it on there. I mean, I had fun with the game. I completed the game.
Wasn't disappointing enough.
It wasn't the biggest disappointment. I've been disappointed more by all of these
Division,
other
yeah,
games.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Final Fantasy was fun. It just, again, they made it out to be more than what it was.
Sure.
And,
Okay.
like what they made it out to be was after the game. Play more after you beat the game. It's like, I don't want to play more. I just beat the game.
All right. Fair enough.
Who put Stardew Valley under most atmospheric?
Weird.
It doesn't belong there.
That
Hey,
was
Sean.
an ancillary category we may
Yeah.
not get
Better
to.
watch yourself.
Well, we got one more on the disappointment list.
Yeah, so
Battlefront. I put that on there, but
Wait, that wasn't out this year.
It was. Oh wait.
Oh,
was
That
it?
was
oh, yeah.
2015. I think.
Oh,
So-
you're right.
well, there we
We
go.
can-
Just took that off of there.
we can cancel it out.
Still a disappointment.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Well, that I don't know. They revised a lot of it. Like they added new levels and stuff.
Yeah, but do you still have the fucking coin mechanic where you go collect a coin to ride a fucking vehicle?
No.
Oh yeah, that is. Lame.
It's the stupidest thing.
well,
That's-
okay. The
but-
things this is it. Like with Battlefront, the reason that I didn't really, the two things that turned me off the most about that game was I think it. Okay, three things. It suffered from a absolutely breathtaking backdrop and like character models and stuff like that. I thought those were all super
Yeah.
super good.
Super good.
With a gameplay style that was just like
dumb.
it didn't let you really take advantage of any of that. It
Yeah.
felt more like Call of Duty in a lot of ways. You know,
Yeah.
it was just like run and gun. Like it was just like a total chaos melee. Like you know, not to say that Battlefield 1 isn't like that a lot of the time, but I still feel like we can be
Battlefield 1's more dynamic. You have a lot more you can do.
like yeah.
Yeah.
And I fucking hated that card system.
Yeah.
That turned me off right away. And yeah, and the coins.
Yeah, the
Where it
card
was like,
and the coins.
well, because it was, you know, like I actually kind of like the way it worked in like Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, or any of the other Battlefields
Where the vehicle's there and you
the
go
the
grab it.
vehicle's there and you can run
Yeah.
up to it and grab it. Like that was fine. But like Battlefield 1 is okay, like where the vehicles aren't there, but like you can spawn into them.
Yeah.
Battlefront.
Some of the vehicles are there.
Yeah,
you can
some of
find
them
a
were there.
horse and a-
Battlefront sucked because it was like there was one little token, and then half your team would go try to get it. Well, the rest of your team got wiped out.
Yeah.
yeah, and that sucked. It was just like I don't know if they expected people to fucking have more communication or what, but it just that was lame.
Yeah.
And they were random spawn coins. That was the worst.
Yeah.
It wasn't all like
I know.
Stupid.
Okay, well that was 2015. Well, we'll move
Been
on.
like a Call of Duty kill streak thing. Like if you're actually useful to the team, you should get rewarded and be like, now you can become Luke Skywalker, Darth
yeah,
Vader.
you've
Yeah.
earned enough points to do this. You don't
Yeah.
have one
Be
on
like-
your team right now? Go ahead and do
Oh,
it.
you're 0
Like
and
how-
18. Here you go.
like how in
Fucking be Darth
Titanfall?
Vader.
Yeah.
Like how in Titanfall, where you kind of get a charge up for your Titan.
Yeah,
Where it's like you
your,
perform well,
yeah,
and then you
your
get to call your
bursting.
Titan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it for biggest disappointments. We've got No Man's Sky leading the board, unfortunately, I want to say. Mafia 3, The Division, and Watch Dogs 2.
Yep.
Okay, I think we feel comfortable with that. And then we're running short on time, but if we want to go through the looking forward to, like what we're looking forward to in 2017 real quick, that we should.
All right, I'll start this one off again because the top one on the list is mine. Zero Dawn Horizon.
What's that coming out for?
It's coming out for
PlayStation.
PS4. I think it's a PS exclusive.
Yeah.
Okay. Also looking forward to that.
I think
Looks
it's coming out
neat.
to PC later, like 4 months later. Or something
Yeah.
like that.
Probably, yeah.
It looks
But I mean,
fucking
God,
awesome.
fucking
Oh, it is coming.
That is like
so.
that's
robotic
the
dinosaur,
like
dinosaurs.
post-apocalyptic,
Yeah.
like you are a tribal like huntress, and there's
Yeah.
fucking robo dinosaurs, and
It fucking looks beautiful too.
yeah, it does.
God, I can't wait. That's in a couple months.
Yeah, excellent. So definitely looking forward to Zero Dawn Horizon. For Honor.
For Honor.
For Honor.
You
Yeah,
want to be a samurai? You ever want to be a Viking?
you want to see samurai and Vikings fight?
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck yeah, For Honor.
It's gonna be good. I feel like it's gonna be really, like we're gonna get really. Mad
You know
at that
what,
game,
though?
too.
With-
I've already seen gameplay of
With
it.
For Honor, I'm kind of worried about that game because it looks like everything that I would really want in a game,
but you're not
it-
sure about the gameplay yet.
I just don't know. Like that's happened before. We've gotten burned before.
Yeah.
You know, where it's like it looks so good, but there's just some feeling I get by watching the trailers, and I'm like,
I've already seen gameplay of it from like the channel I'm subscribed to. So like I watched them play it, and she was like somebody was running up, and they were taking a control point, and they got jumped by two samurai with like uchikatanas or the giant fucking two-handed swords. And she like ran up as a huge Viking and just picked him up and tossed him off the fucking tower. And
That's
I was
pretty
like,
cool.
awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did you see Ouroboros play it at all?
No.
He did like the dueling thing seems kind of lame, but like just as far as the Counter-Strike, like this team versus this team,
Yeah.
that seemed pretty fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't understand. There's like apparently there's dudes that like there's a NPC line.
Yeah.
in the
There's
game.
like it's like fucking what is it?
I don't know if it serves a purpose or what. It just seems to be there.
Well, I think that's just kind of like goes to show how far you've progressed and
What's
stuff like that.
Chinese game, Dynasty
Warriors?
Warriors. Yeah. They
Yeah.
have like just cannon fodder guys that come in. They can do damage to you and they surround you, but you can just like swing your sword and one shot them all. So.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Zelda.
Yeah. Obviously gonna be
Zelda.
excited for it. It's a Zelda game. Whatever.
Yeah.
We're talking about Breath of the Wild, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open world, actual RPG.
What else is there to say? Everything about that game looks fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like all the media that we've seen for that looks amazing.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I don't know if anyone's ever been that disappointed by a Zelda game.
No.
Skyward Sword was disappointing from what I heard. I never played it.
But I mean, like even that, it was probably still better than a lot of games that came
Yeah.
out around it.
yeah. Especially for the Wii.
So yeah, Breath of the Wild for sure. Sam, you want to read the next one?
Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah.
Mass Effect.
I'm really excited for this.
Yeah,
one.
for sure. I think it's
I haven't
think
seen any gameplay. I'm holding back my
I've
reservations.
seen gameplay.
yeah.
Yeah, they released
I
a
have too.
gameplay video.
Oh,
We
they
talked
have?
about it like last episode or two
Yeah.
episodes ago.
Okay.
Um,
Wait, did you see the dude move, or was it all like, oh, this is like pre-shot?
No, it was like
It was him moving.
yeah, it was like him going through a
fighting
level.
and, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a gameplay trailer, I should say.
Okay.
But yeah, it's I think that they were very smart to break from the Shepard
Yeah,
timeline.
for
you
sure.
know,
Definitely.
to do the next one.
Because it
That's-
ended at 2. I don't know what the fuck that like wet dream of 3 was.
So yeah, Mass Effect. Definitely looking forward to that.
And how about one we haven't heard anything about? Like really, just that
Really?
it's gonna be released and it's gonna be out in 2017.
Right, I
Red
like
Dead
that.
Redemption 2.
Yeah.
Wait, is
Yeah.
that confirmed?
Red
It's confirmed.
Dead Redemption.
PlayStation
Yes.
only show.
I hate
For
when
now.
games do that.
It's gonna be it's fucking Rockstar. They're gonna
Yeah.
get the most money out of it, and then when
Buy a
sales
PlayStation.
drop,
On
they're
one
gonna be like, guess
console?
what?
No.
PC.
It'll be 5 years later, and it's gonna be like, oh, coming to
PC.
PC.
Yeah.
Wait, did they announce Red Dead Redemption for PC yet?
No. They'll
I
probably
didn't
do it
see
as like, pre-order now and get the original Red. They probably already got it on the back burner. So.
Yeah, it's possible.
But yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 for
I'm
sure.
excited for that.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
that's gonna be a good like kicking back
I wonder
on
what
the
they're gonna
couch with
add.
some beers.
I wonder what they're gonna add to it because it's like you're supposed. I thought you were supposed to play as like John Marston's son, so I don't know what technology they could add. Like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
because the Red Dead Redemption was cool because like I thought it was just gonna be like the original Red Dead, and I'm like, okay, but like third person, that's kind of cool, whatever. But like, you ended up getting a horse. So, like the horses looked amazing in that game, but you could also like lasso. Like you had the whole lasso
Yeah.
mechanic where you could like
Yeah, it was cool.
drag people on your horse and be
Yeah.
like, you're coming to town with me.
I'm getting excited.
I don't know. I kind of wish they didn't call it. I kind of wish they called it something else though.
Other than Red Dead Redemption 2.
I thought like Red Dead Retribution or something.
I mean, again, this is just announced that it's gonna be a thing. We
I
don't
never-
know anything about it, so they
Yeah.
could change the title.
Well, if like
I don't know. I think they're pretty married to Red Dead Redemption.
I never
too.
beat the original Red Dead Redemption, but like
Oh,
you know,
that's
it's
good.
redemption. Like you know, John Marston was a bad guy. He's doing something good because he's trying to like you know something to do with his past, like you know appease the people who are sending him there. And then something happens. I think he dies, and so like this could be like you know his son's like a bad person, and he's gonna go through redemption, and you know
Okay.
like it could be like the conclusion to like I'm gonna fucking find vengeance for my father type thing because
Yeah.
that's like what the original Red Dead Revolver was. Like your family gets murdered and you go after the guys that killed them. So
Okay. Fair enough.
What's
Could be true to form.
What's Red Dead Revolver?
That was
the
a
first game.
Yeah, it was the first one.
super good. It's like
I thought it was called Red Dead Redemption.
No, there were
one
Redemption
before
was I guess a sequel
It's
to.
like a fucking
Expansion thing?
not an expansion.
DLC?
It's like a revival. There you go. Because Red Dead Revolver ends like you're like the dude and you kill everybody and get to the top and you avenge your family and all this shit. And that's like it just ends. And then Red Dead Redemption, you start out as John Marston. It's like its own little thing, but set in the Red Dead universe.
Yeah.
So
I wish I knew more about it. I could talk more to it.
super good.
There's
But yeah.
there's one little game that I'd like to mention that
Spaghetti
probably
Western.
none of you have heard about that I really want to play, and it's been delayed for a very long time.
Soccer Spirit 2.
Scalebound.
Honey Pop.
Scalebound?
Scalebound.
That's something they do with dragons.
It's a
doesn't it?
game about fucking dragons, and I cannot
It's a game
wait.
about fucking dragons?
Yeah.
Honey Pop.
No.
Oh.
I'm very excited for Scalebound.
All right. Wait, can you tell us anything about it, or it just got
It's-
announced?
You know, no, it's been announced for a very long time. It's just been delayed a lot. And
What
it's
is it an RPG? Is it?
I think it's going to be an RPG about dragons. It's going to be really fun. It's
God.
gonna be cool.
This got creepy towards the end.
Yeah, dragon.
Okay, that's it. We're done.
Harder than your scales.
I'm leaving that in. Okay, I think that's about it, you guys. We got through everything. Just to reiterate,
Battlefield 1's game of the year.
yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Honestly, for most enjoyed game of the years, we've got Battlefield 1 at the top, Titanfall 2, Legion, Overwatch, Pokemon Sun and Moon. For biggest disappointments, we have a list of 4. No Man's Sky leading the board, Mafia 3, The Division, and Watch Dogs 2. And then games we're looking forward to: Zero Dawn Horizon, For Honor, Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Mass Effect Andromeda, Red Dead Redemption 2, and some weird dragon game that Justin wants.
Yeah.
And with that, we are going to wrap up the last show of 2016. Thank you guys for listening to us, and that's pretty much all I have to say.
If you guys want to listen to any more of our other podcasts or episodes, I guess, or leave a comment, head on over to www.duelingjoysticks.com.
And also catch us on twitch.tv/duelingjoysticks.
And if you want to be social, you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/duelingjoysticks or on Twitter, handle @duelingjoysticks. That's STIX.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, 2016.